Good evening, good evening, good evening, and good evening once again. My name is Latricia Wilson, and I am a missing person, homicide, investigative journalist, and the admin and CEO of Missing, Lost, and Trafficked. Thank you so very much for joining this live stream on tonight. I've just started this live stream. I'm streaming. The time is now 8:45 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am streaming live via YouTube and Facebook. So I'm streaming live from Pebbles and Bam Bam Facebook profile. I am also streaming live from Missing, Lost, and Trafficked YouTube channel. It's a new channel I created recently, I believe in September. So it's a very, very new channel I created, and I just wanted to have another platform to use for reporting purposes, being that Facebook is trying to ban me, like they banned Trump. Yeah, they're banning me. They have shut down or permanently disabled two of my profiles. One I had for several years. Yeah, isn't that sad? Absolutely, it's very sad. I'm going to, before going further, I just want to make sure everything is clear, right? And that there are no technical difficulties. So I'm going to my Facebook page, Pebbles and Bam Bam, going to my Facebook page right now. And I just want to check some things out. This is my very first stream, my very first YouTube stream, not Facebook, but YouTube stream. And so I want to make sure everything is clear. And let me go ahead. I see that it's only set to friends. I want to change that right now. My privacy settings on Facebook. So please be patient with me as I check the settings. I want to make sure that the settings to Facebook, which I just changed it, set it to public so that my friends, followers, and supporters can easily share this live stream. So that's very important that they are able to do that. I am sharing this live stream to my story on Facebook. And if you're following me on Facebook, I'm asking you to share this live stream during this time. It is 8:48 p.m. Central Standard Time. It is 8:48 p.m. Central Standard Time, okay? Thank you so very much. And thank you so kindly. So I'm sharing this live stream to a few groups right now. I'm sharing this live stream with Where Are the Boys? Awareness for Missing. It looks like Missing. I'm sharing this live stream with Fathers Have Rights. That is another Facebook group. Just various groups right now, really, that I'm a part of. Just different groups that I'm a part of. I'm sharing this live stream that I am a member of. I don't want to say I'm part of, but with Black Talk Worldwide. I'm sharing this live stream now with Code Cases, another Facebook group. I am sharing this live stream. Okay. So I'm sharing this live stream right now with another group with human trafficking support group. So those are the groups that I have chosen to share this live stream with on tonight. And then I just want to see who's here, really. So I'm just doing a quick check to see who's here. I want to make sure that a few of my supporters, that they are tagged into this live stream on tonight. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I was able to locate Orrin and Orson mother, at least locate a Facebook profile for her. So what I'd like to do at this time is tag her into this live stream. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tag her into this live stream. Share the live, share the live, share the live, share the live, and share it once again. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for caring. If you are watching me or watching from YouTube, please click on the like button. I'm told, I'm so very new to YouTube, that the like button just kind of helps to push this video out, this live stream out, right, out into the algorithm, something like that, all right? It just helps with people becoming more aware of this channel and this specific live stream. So please click on the like button if you're watching from YouTube. If you would like to subscribe, you can subscribe for free. So yeah, you can subscribe to Missing, Lost, and Trafficked for free. I don't have a membership set up yet to join. Again, this channel has only been here, has been on YouTube since September, okay? Since September. I am, again, looking for Orrin and Orson's mother on Facebook. That's what I'm doing right now. And it looks like I can't pull her up. So I got to look back at the name, write her name down. Thank you for sharing the live stream. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. I'm not sure who's watching from YouTube tonight, but thank you so much for sharing this live stream. Sharing is definitely caring. I do have in the comments, if you're watching from YouTube, I have included a link that you can click on after my live commentary has ended to join and give your input and share your thoughts. So I did include a StreamYard link. I included a StreamYard link for individuals watching tonight from YouTube. Okay? I have a brand new channel. The name of it is Missing, Lost, and Trafficked. That's how you can find me on YouTube, okay? So now that I've taken the time to write down Orson and Orrin's mother name, her name, I had to write her name out, well, at least the way it's spelled on Facebook. I'm going to attempt to tag her. I try to do my very best to make sure when I'm discussing missing people, I want to make sure that relatives of those missing people are at least alerted that I am discussing that missing person, and the missing individuals I will be talking about tonight is Orson and Orrin. They're little boys, young boys, okay? Please share the live stream. Share it. I'm looking at what y'all doing on Facebook. You can do much better. You all have shared my previous lives 50 times, 90 times, 100 times or more. We can get 50 shares. Can we? Can we get 50 shares on Facebook tonight? Will you help me get 50 shares on Facebook? Thank you so very much. All right. So I am now writing or typing out Orson and Orson's mother. Yes, I'm attempting to tag her name. I'm not asking to speak to her specifically, just tagging her name so she knows that I am discussing this specific case. Okay? So, I've done that. If you know the family, if you know family members, if you know who those family members are, right, who are related to Orson and Orrin, I would love for you to tag those family members. Thank you so very, very much. Thank you, and thank you once again for doing that. That's awesome. Okay? That's awesome. All right? So, I know there are a lot of individuals who you have no idea who I am. You're just seeing me for the first time. I understand that. Before you get to accusing me of, what do they call it? Chasing clout or something like that. I want to inform you who I am, right? What I do and what I've been doing. And if you have not seen a lot of my work, that's because Facebook disabled 2 of my profiles. Yes, they disabled it. So you can't really do an in-depth background check, so to speak, on me. But I'm Latricia Wilson, and I want to let you know that Facebook disabled 2 of my profiles, erasing coverage, leading to missing people being found. Yeah, they did. They did that to me. It's gone. Live streams with thousands of views. It's gone. They're trying to cancel me like Trump. Erasing coverage leading to missing people being found and foul play exposed. Some individuals, my reporting has contributed to the effort to find, right, people, right? My reporting has contributed to Michaela Wilkes out of Gary, Indiana, being found. She went missing at 17 years of age. She resurfaced once she turned 18 years old, and Michaela Wilkes reached out to me on the Facebook page that Facebook disabled and let me know that her mama didn't do nothing to her. She was alive, and then she did eventually allow everyone to know that she was alive once she turned 18. She had been missing for months. Her father thought she was dead. Some people were really pissed off at me after a while for reporting on her because they expected that I would report on Michaela for a week or 2 and just let it go. I didn't let it go, and I'm glad I didn't let it go because Her father thought she was dead and she was alive. And he was able to learn months later, maybe nearly a year later, that his daughter was in fact very much alive. She called him and she went to go see him. Let's move on. I reported on a young lady by the name of Maddie. I'm just going to call her Maddie W. out of Marietta, Georgia. She went missing. I learned about it on Facebook. I began reporting on her day and night. I report any information that I could find about this young lady on social media, like through her social media accounts, Snapchat, Instagram, otherwise, YouTube. I went through that information, and an organization reached out to me. It was actually the Black Panther, the new Black Panther Party for Self-Defense, and said, "Hey, Miss Wilson, who are her parents? How can we get in contact with her mother?" I gave them that contact information. They actually set up an operation, and you can read in between the lines of what was happening. But they rescued her, ladies and gentlemen. They rescued her out of Marietta, Georgia. She had to be rescued. Kyla Flag is another teenager I reported on. Of course, much of my coverage has been erased and deleted by Facebook. So I'm just giving you a summary. Kyla Flag, I reported on her disappearance. She was 14 years of age when she went missing. She had been missing 41 days from Snellville, Georgia. Days went by, I kept reporting. Weeks went by, I kept reporting. It was over a month that had passed. And her mom was just out of words. All her mom could do was post on Facebook, "I believe God." Well, God showed up and showed out, y'all, because after 41 days, ladies and gentlemen, of Kyla Flag out of Snellville, Georgia going missing, she was rescued. She was found 17 hours away from home in Lubbock, Texas. She had been abducted. After 41 days, she was rescued, and the predator responsible for her abduction, he's been arrested. I'm so glad I did not stop. I, along with many others, reporting on Kyla Flag. Jayla Brown is another teenager I reported on. Jayla Brown out of Greensboro, North Carolina. She went missing when she was 16 years of age. And I'm glad I reported on her with the intensity, right? With intensity, rather, because a bus driver noticed her as she was getting on a bus. A bus driver noticed her as she was on her way to her abductor. A bus driver noticed her while she was on her way to her abductor. And she was returned to her mother. I'm so glad I didn't stop reporting on the Alabama cousins. These cousins are grown women, 41-year-old and 57 years old. They went missing out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. They went on a road trip and just didn't come back for a really long time. and like family members lost their location, was not able to figure out where they had gone. They left from Alabama, ended up in Ohio, and just dropped off the face of the earth. Well, I'm so glad I didn't stop reporting on the Alabama cousins, the cousins who are mothers, grandmothers, and they play various roles in their communities. You know why? Well, those cousins decided after most of the summer had passed, they decided to simply drive back home. Some people thought they were dead. I'm so glad when I spoke to the sheriff out of Clark County, Mississippi, I'm so glad he informed me that they were not missing, but they were rather voluntarily taking a break, I guess, or not wanting to come back home. They are alive, and they eventually decided that they would go back home. I'm so glad I didn't stop reporting on Christian Gaddon. He went missing out of Indiana, 16 years of age. His vehicle he was driving was found in another city, a neighboring city, close to his residence. So it was a really scary situation for his mother. Some people believed he had been abducted. Some suspected foul play. Some people believed he was no longer with us. Oh, no. Christian Gaddon was far from being deceased. Christian Gaddon was found all the way in Florida, alive, and he was returned back to Indiana to his mother, and I hope today he's doing well. I'm so glad I didn't stop reporting on Shateria Waits when she went missing. 20-year-old Shateria Waits out of Houston, Texas, went missing. I didn't know when I began reporting on her, she was already deceased and had been deceased for 2 weeks before I learned she was missing. I am glad I didn't stop reporting on her, because through that reporting and the effort put in to raise awareness about her disappearance around the country, her killer was discovered and her killer was arrested. I'm so glad someone that was watching the live stream I hosted, giving up all Jordan Potts hideaway spots. I'm so glad that someone decided to call the FBI and give up his specific location in response to a live stream they watched on Facebook. I am delighted that the individuals responsible for killing Coach Nelson out of Crown Point, Indiana, have been arrested. His family reached out to me and said that they felt as though my reporting on Coach Nelson helped them to get justice. Thank you again for joining this live stream wherever you are. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, I am embarking upon another quest. And the quest tonight really is to help Orrin and Orson's family find out where Orson and Orrin is and exactly what happened to them. I've been doing a lot of research, and I have so much more research to do. So there may be some information that I don't include just because there are a lot of different layers to this specific disappearance, okay? So I don't want to hold you for 2 or 3 hours, but I did want to go over some key details, okay, regarding the disappearance of Orrin and Orson on tonight, okay? So I'm going to give you a little background. Orrin and Orson, their names, well, they didn't always go by the name of Orrin and Orson. And you might ask why. Well, their birth names were Sincere and Classic Pettis. Forgive me if I have mispronounced their last names, family. Orrin and Orson's birth names were Sincere. That's important that you know that. Their name at birth. And Classic Pettis. These are the names their mother named them when they were born. Sincere and Classic, they were born in Bakersfield, California, ladies and gentlemen, to their biological mother, Ryan Dean. And you might want to know why at some point their names changed. I'm going to explain that as well. According to Dean, Sincere and Classic's mother, around the beginning of 2018, she arrived home from work. And one of her sons seemed to be crying in pain. Ryan says she took the baby to the hospital right away, and the baby, who is now known as Orrin West, was diagnosed with a broken femur. Dean claimed to be unaware of how the injury happened. Okay? Child Protective Services removed the boys, both boys, from Dean's custody. And according to Dean, she last saw the boys at the end of 2018. That year, Trezelle West, age 34, and Jacqueline West, age 31, became the boys' foster parents. In April 2019, the West family officially adopted Sincere and Classic and changed their names to Orrin and Orson West. The West were living in Bakersfield, California. You want to remember that. The West, their adoptive parents, had been living in Bakersfield, California when they adopted the boys. The couple later moved to California City in the state of California. Orson was born June 11th of 2017. He is now 3 years old. And Orrin was born August 4th of 2016. He is now 4 years of age. The West family has 2 other adopted children and 2 biological children they procreated together. About 626 days. This is an estimate, a rough estimate, give or take. About 1 year, 8 months, and 16 days later, or some might say 20 months down the line, and 16 days. The boys went missing. After the West adopted Orrin and Orson, they had them in their home, allegedly, for about 626 days, or 1 year, 8 months, and 16 days, before the boys vanished. They vanished in a backyard. They vanished in the West's backyard, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go to the Truckers Project, or the Truckers Missing Child Project. And I just want to go over, and I'm on Facebook now. Right now, I'm on their page, and I just want to go over the details outlined on the Truckers Missing Child Project page, because I do really feel as though the Truckers Missing Child Project did a good job of explaining suspicious circumstances surrounding the disappearance of Orrin and Orson West, whose names were Classic and Sincere. The Truckers Project states, at the time the news first released the information regarding the missing brother and adoptive parents, Trezell and Jacqueline West, did not have a photo of the youngest missing child, Orson West. Police put out an NICSO alert of 2 missing children. I wonder if they meant to say Amber Alert. Brothers Orrin 4 and Orson 3 West on December 21st of 2020. They had been reported missing by their adoptive parents, Trezell and Jacqueline West, from their home in California City, California, at around 6 p.m. Right away, there were red flags, or red flags were raised, as they only had a photo of Orrin and the first media pleas, and took several hours to update to include a pixelated picture of Orson. Trezell said that evening at around 5 p.m., the boys were playing on their back porch. He says Jacqueline was inside wrapping presents while he went out the back gate to gather wood for a fire. When he returned, the pair had vanished. Trezell went back inside before getting in his van and driving around the block to search for about 6 minutes. I realized that I felt the back gate I left, let me restate that, what he says. I realized that I left the back gate open and I panicked and came inside the house, searched the house, me and my wife. Once that didn't pan out, I got in the van. I looked down the street in both directions. It was getting dark, getting cold. The family had lived in that house for 3 months at the time the boys were reported missing. Trezell, Jacqueline, Orrin Orson, 2 other adopted children, and 2 biologicals were allegedly residing in that home at the time. The 4 other children were not in the home at the time of Orrin and Orson's disappearance. The 4 other children were not in the home at the time of Orrin and Orson's disappearance. Okay? You might want to know why. The children were not in the home because they were at a grandparent's house or at their grandparent's house for the holidays, the West stated. The couple had fostered Orrin and Orson since 2018 and adopted them in April of 2019, changing the children's names from Classic and Sincere to Orrin and Orson. Police quickly got search warrants, K9s to track any scent, and took the family van. The dogs apparently did not trace anything of the boys leaving the home. Neighbors reported police digging in the backyard. Points of interest learned, confirmed in various interviews are that there has been no sightings from any of the West neighbors of the kids in the 3 months they lived there. Again, I say, a detail that has startled and frightened Orrin and Orson supporters across the country is that there were no sightings from any of the neighbors of the kids in the 3 months of the boys or of any kids the West were guardians for, guardians of, guardians over during the 3 months they lived there. The couple's other children have been placed in protective custody. The police chief out of California City said he does suspect foul play. I have a few questions of my own, and one of those questions is, were the boys ever at the California City residence? Were the boys ever really inside of the West home? Or, well, were just their belongings there? Why did the couple not have updated photos, of both children available when those photos were requested? Why did they struggle to get updated photos of Orson and Orrin? Why did a neighbor say to a news reporter, "There's never been any kids there"? Why did a neighbor say this? Robin Plants never noticed any kids playing in the yard or any children living in the home. Why did Mr. West drive around for only 6 minutes to look for 2 young boys who went missing, babies who went missing out of his backyard? And what rational thinking parent would send boys so young outside on a cold day to play with chalk? Most importantly, I want to know why the West are not labeled as suspects who adopts 2 boys and lose them in a backyard. Thank you so much for joining this live stream on today. Thank you for taking the time to join this live stream today. I've been live for 42 minutes, and at this time, if you have any questions or statements that you would like to make, I will definitely display those questions on the screen, of those comments in regards to the disappearance of Orrin and Orson. I'm going over to YouTube right now. I'm going over to YouTube, and I am going to, looks like it's cutting off some of my face here, and I'm going to just see if there are any comments in the live chat. Again, I have just recently started this channel. This is a brand new channel, and so there may not be a lot of engagement on this specific live stream right now, but I do believe that engagement will increase, okay, over time. And so I'm just looking to see if there are any comments in live chat. If you have any questions, I don't see any comments in live chat. If you have any questions, statements, if you like to join, you can join. I love to talk to people, like kind of like face to face, or at least audio. Go over to YouTube. I've included a link so you can actually join this broadcast. I have the link, right? I have this specific link listed in comments. Miss Tawana is saying, excuse me, I'm trying to sit where you guys can see me clearly. She's saying, so sad. Why adopt children if you're not going to care for them? Okay. That's a fair statement. I do want to reiterate, restate that the West, this specific couple had biological children of their own. They had 2 together. I have no idea why they felt the need to adopt 4 additional children. I am glad that all children, from what I learned, remaining with them have been removed. And I'm not afraid to say that. I am glad that the children remaining The 2 biologicals and the 2 adopted children have been removed right now at this time. Just giving you all a moment. I don't see any comments in my live chat on YouTube here. I want to make sure that I've given everyone an opportunity. If you want to speak to me via audio or video, that you have that opportunity to join the live stream. So I want to make sure you have that opportunity to do so, and you can. So give me just a moment to include the link on Facebook. That's important. I want to make sure my Facebook viewers can see the link. Okay? I want to make sure that you can see this link. Okay? I hope that you all are sharing this live stream on tonight. I hope that you are sharing this live stream on tonight. Please share. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free. I would like you to give me a thumbs up. All right. So yeah. So I am right now. I want to paste. If Miss Garner, you're feel free if you would like to join this live stream tonight to click on this link on YouTube. There's a link that I am copying and pasting right now in comments. So feel free to click on that link, okay? I have it there, and that is the link that you would click on to join this live stream on tonight if you would like to speak with me directly. I'm providing a link that you can click on to join this live stream if you would like to, again, speak with me directly. Okay? I love to talk with you. So I want to remain live for a few more minutes to give others the opportunity to join the live stream if they would like to do so. All right. Just want for you to have that opportunity to join this live stream on tonight if you would like to do so. Share the live stream. Subscribe to Missing Lost in Trafficked. And yeah, I definitely would love to talk with you. Anyone that would like to join the live stream, again, I have included a link so you can do that, okay? And I definitely, again, want to give everyone an opportunity before just abruptly ending this live stream. If, there is something that you would like to say, I definitely want you to have the opportunity to join the live stream and share your thoughts. Okay? Regarding the disappearance of Orrin and Orson, okay? Regarding the disappearance of Orrin and Orson. I want to look to see what there is a reward for information leading to the young boys being found. So I am definitely right now, I am going to look up what that reward is, okay, at this time. So reward for Orrin and Orson. Well, you might want to watch the replay, Mr. Holmes, because I just discussed the disappearance of Orrin and Orson, ages 3 and 4 years old. And I guess I don't want to talk about it again for another 20 minutes. So I wouldn't want to do that. When you can definitely watch the replay of this live stream, and I guess fast forward 20 minutes in, and you will be able to get information that I have shared tonight regarding the disappearance of Orrin and Orson, okay? And Orson. All right. So yeah, I am just right now just waiting for a few minutes to see if there's someone that wants to click on the link I've provided in comments and talk to me directly. You don't have to have your camera on. That link will take you backstage to my StreamYard broadcast, the link that I provided, and you can speak with me. You can speak with me via audio. You can turn your camera off right now. I'm on Google right now, and I'm learning that the reward for the missing California boys, Orrin and Orson West, now stands at $125,000. The reward right now, again, for information leading to the missing California city boys, Orrin and Orson West, now stands at $125,000. Orrin and Orson were reported missing December 21st of 2020. Okay? Police have not found Orson and Orrin. And there is a search that is continuing for 4-year-old Orrin and his 3-year-old brother Orson West. Authorities said the brothers vanished from the home of their adoptive parents in California on December 21st of 2020. Excuse me. And so the question that Ms. Tawana has is, when was the last time the adoptive parents said anything about them being missing? Okay, so I'm just going to go to Google and go to latest interview with Jacqueline West and see what I can find out for you. Okay, so I'm just going to Google and see what I can find out. Or maybe I should just type Jacqueline West, and she is the adoptive mother, Orrin, and see what I can find out. I can't see a specific date of when Jacqueline last, or her husband, Trezell. Her husband's name is Trezell. Trezell and Jacqueline West, they are the adoptive parents for Orrin, or of Orrin and Orson. I can't see any information regarding any recent interviews. I do know that a prayer vigil was held in Bakersfield 9 months after Orrin and Orson West went missing. Okay. And I'm going to pull that up right now I don't see any information regarding any kind of recent, and I may be overlooking something, recent interviews. I believe they did initially speak with local media, but that conversation took place a few months ago. Okay. Looking now. I do want to tell you what law enforcement is currently doing, or at least what they have done so far in this investigation to try to find out where these young boys are. So I'm reading an excerpt from Bakersfield Now, Eyewitness News, KBAK Fox 58, and this article states BPD still working with the FBI, the Kern County Sheriff's Department, the District Attorney's Office, and California City Police Department on the case. They gave their last detailed update in June. So far, Ms. Garner, 83 individuals have been interviewed, 44 search warrants conducted. They've really shown out there in California that they are, at least the police department, they are taking Orrin and Orson's disappearance rather seriously. Okay? So 83 individuals have been interviewed, 44 search warrants conducted, and 16 mass area searches have been done. Okay? 16 have been done. Thank you for joining, Miss Becky. I don't have a lot of viewers tonight joining, and I was really hoping there would be a lot more people here tonight. So if you can help me out with sharing this live stream with whoever you can, that would be great. Okay? Whoever you can tonight. It's been a struggle to just convince my followers to share the photos of these young boys. You can go to my page and you'll see there are some people who have gotten hundreds of shares, some 30 shares, 20 shares, and these boys haven't gotten more than 15 shares on my Facebook page, and it's sad. It's sad. Let me get back to what the investigators have been doing, though. Well, there's been 44 search warrants conducted, 16 mass area searches, okay, have been done. Okay, Sergeant Pierce says these numbers have gone up as the investigation has continued. He says this is not a cold case. Thank you. I just wish there were more people here, but I'm just going to move forward, okay? So I just got to move forward, continue reporting, report. That's all I know to do is to continue to report. Some people have leaked information to me that have helped me to assist families with getting closure or finding out where their loved ones are located. And so I don't feel that any time I'm speaking about anyone missing, I'm doing it in vain. That there isn't any kind of positive outcome, right, of any sort coming from that. It's purposeful. There's meaning to what I do. There's not a salary involved, so there has to be meaning to what I do. And the goal is to help families find out where their missing people are, their missing relatives are. And the goal is also to help families get closure. Those two aims will be my most important aims in terms of what I aim to do with missing, lost, and trafficked. I do have a photo of Orrin and Orson, whose names was once, their names has not always been Orrin and Orson. They were classic and sincere at one time, okay? But there is a photo, and you'll see it in the corner. It might be to the left or the right of you on this broadcast. I did include a photo, and you can take a look at them, and especially if you're in the state of California or any states neighboring California, I'd like for you to really, really take a deep look, a long look at the boys. And if you have information regarding the whereabouts of these young boys, you're being asked to reach out to the California City Police Department. I'll include at the end of this live stream information for the police agency you should contact if you have information. If you are one of those people that under no circumstances are you going to call the police anonymously or otherwise, but you still want to get some information, leaked to the police, let me be that person who can help you, right? Transport what you want transported over to the police. So, my email address, or the email address for Missing, Lost, and Trafficked is missinglostandtrafficked@gmail.com. My email address, the email address for Missing, Lost, and Trafficked, you can send your tips to, again to Missing, Lost, and Trafficked@gmail.com. So far, there has only been 13 shares of this live. I know there's more than 13 people watching. When I end this live stream, I'll be given a number, and I'll know exactly how many people are watching this live stream. But so far, only 13 shares. We can do better. We can do better for the boys, and we will do better for the boys. We can do better for the boys. The boys are worth more than 13 shares. Share this live stream, the StreamYard, as if the boys were boys you brought into this world. Thank you so very much for taking time out to watch this live stream and join this live stream today as I receive additional information regarding the boys out and their possible whereabouts. We're trying to find out what happened to those boys. I will update you on a later date. Thank you. Bye-bye.